হ্যালো ফ্রেন্ডস, ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু মাই চ্যানেল। আজকের ভিডিওতে ওয়াদভানি অপরচুনিটির উইক 3-র আন্ডারে যে ভ্যালু অ্যান্ড বিলিভস অ্যালাইং উইথ ইয়োর অর্গানাইজেশনস যেটা আছে সেটা আজকে তোমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করব। চলো ভিডিওটি স্টার্ট করা যাক। অ্যাট ফার্স্ট ওয়াচ দেখবো, দেন থিঙ্ক, দেন ডু অ্যান্ড এক্সপ্লোর।
Align with your organization. In this video, we will learn the values and beliefs that are required for us to be successful in the workplace. We will also see what happens when we fail to follow ethical values in our professional lives. All companies, whether big or small, follow some principles and values. These help them treat their employees fairly, maintain processes, and promote peace and harmony in the organization. Companies expect their employees to follow these rules of behavior and work in a professional manner. What this means is that companies want employees to adopt and maintain values such as discipline, punctuality, and empathy. Let's see what these mean and why they are important. Discipline is a set of guidelines that governs how we should act and conduct ourselves at work and outside. It ensures that we behave in an acceptable way and adhere to the rules and regulations. For example, in the office, we must always wear the ID card, follow the rules, and reach the office on time every day. Not doing so makes us lag behind in our work and also causes problems for people who depend on us. Let's look at an example to understand the impact of lack of discipline. Ria works as a customer service representative. She reaches her office late and sees that customers have lined up at other customer service desks. Hey Ria, we have all been waiting for you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Have you seen the time?
I am sorry, sir.
Do you see the customers lined up there? As you are late, they have queued up to other desks. They are complaining because of the long wait, and the other employees are frustrated because of the extra work they have to do. Today, I am warning you. Please note that I will be forced to take action the next time you're late. Ria's habit of reporting late to work caused problems for her co-workers and customers. This also made her manager angry, who warned that disciplinary action would be taken against her if she didn't reach the office on time. Discipline also means taking leave of absence only when it's important. Taking a day off work reflects badly on you and puts extra burden on other employees. It makes you appear unreliable and unfocused. People who lack discipline are not trusted by their seniors for important jobs and are rarely considered for promotion. Empathy is another important value that we must adopt. Empathy is the ability to understand another person's situation or feelings. This helps us think about what we would have done in any given situation. It's very important to consider other people's problems. Empathy helps us connect with those around us and build better relationships in both our personal and professional lives. Let's look at an example of Raul, who is a great accountant but lacks the ability to empathize with others. His colleague Julie is upset at having lost her friend in an accident. Julie, would you please stop being upset and finish the report on your table?
Raul, my closest friend. She died in an accident. I don't
Do you really think I have time for all this nonsense? I have a lot of work to do, and so do you. Now, please excuse me. Raoul failed to understand Julie's feelings, which made her even more upset. This affected her productivity and caused friction between the two. A simple, empathetic response like the one Ali gave Julie would have helped her feel better and would have contributed to a healthy work environment. Oh, Julie, I am so sorry for your loss. Here, I got you some water. How are you feeling?
Thank you, Ali. I am not able to believe my friend is gone.
I understand. Would you like to take the rest of the day off? You could speak to the manager. I'm sure she will understand.
Oh no, Ali, thank you. I have a lot of work to complete today.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Thank you, Ali.
Finally, always be respectful towards others and honor their dignity and contribution. This will help you promote positive communication, build stronger work relationships, and earn other people's trust. Remember, always exhibit appropriate behavior at all times. It is also important to follow your company's dress code and policies. Further, always use formal and polite language that is suitable in the office. Conducting yourself with professionalism and with these values will surely help take you to great heights. Good luck!
In this activity, you will think about the meaning of different moral values and applying them in your professional lives. Click the Start button to proceed. Here is a list of some basic moral values or standards of behavior that every individual should follow in their lives. Identify the meaning of each value. Drag and drop each given meaning to match its corresponding value, and click Submit. You have correctly identified the meaning of each of the given values. Values and beliefs serve as a guide to live our daily lives and help us judge whether our behavior is correct or not. We must adopt values like integrity, reliability, discipline, and accountability in our personal and professional lives. Knowing what each value means and when to apply it is important to help us become better human beings and better professionals at the workplace. Meet Samir. He started working with an IT company 6 months ago. Here is what Samir's supervisors and customers have to say about him. Click on each image to hear their comments. Each statement represents a core value being exhibited by Samir.
Samir never lies or cheats anyone. I find him honest and sincere in his dealings.
Each statement represents a core value being exhibited by Samir. Now, drag and drop each given value to match the corresponding statement or comment, and click Submit. Good job. You have correctly identified the values being exhibited by Samir in his professional environment. He is appreciated by his seniors and customers because they are impressed with his sense of responsibility. He exhibits integrity by always being truthful and honest in his dealings. He is able to instill trust in his customers and make a good impression by going out of his way and doing more than what is expected of him, proving that he is a reliable person. This gives people around him the confidence that he can be trusted. Samir never shies away from accepting his fault. He fearlessly takes responsibility for his actions and is humble enough to accept and correct his mistakes. This makes him an accountable person because he takes ownership of his work. He is able to do all of this because he is a disciplined person and follows a certain set of values irrespective of the situation he is in. Ray and Anita work in a private bank. They used confidential information of 4 senior citizens and illegally transferred their pension money into their own bank accounts. The senior citizens complained to the bank manager and the fraud was discovered. Ray and Anita had to return the money, and they were both fired from their jobs. What should have Ray and Anita done differently? Select all the options that are applicable, and click Submit. Ray and Anita should not have committed this fraud and cheated the old citizens. Ray and Anita should have thought about the reputation of the bank they worked for. The senior citizens are to be blamed as they gave their confidential information to Ray and Anita. Not good. Not good. That is correct. Ray and Anita should have thought about the reputation of the bank for which they worked. They should not have cheated the innocent senior citizens who depended on their pension money for their livelihood and medical needs. This showed lack of integrity in Ray and Anita, which is an important value to possess at work and in life. Integrity in professional situations means living by the organization's rules, regulations, and code of conduct. It also means to be honest in all transactions. Rita has to travel often for work reasons. She also works on holidays. The company she works for reimburses all her traveling costs. However, when she submits her bills, she inflates the amount to almost twice the actual amount. She thinks it is okay to scam her company like this because she works very hard and also works overtime. She also feels confident doing this scam because she has seen her colleague, Jay, doing the same thing every month. What do you think of Rita's behavior? Select all the options that are applicable, and click Submit. This is the correct thing to do. She often works long hours due to her travels. Further, her other colleague who travels a lot also does the same thing, so it is okay. This is not the correct thing to do, as she is betraying the organization's trust in her by displaying unethical behavior. This is not the correct thing to do. She is cheating her company and causing unexpected expenses for the company to pay, which can affect its operations and reputation negatively. That's right. This was not the fair thing for Rita to do. Not only did she display unethical behavior, she also compromised the company's reputation. This proves that she cannot be trusted. If her bosses find out what she has been doing, She could lose her job and her reputation could be affected. It is important to be honest in your dealings. Remember, people with integrity always do the right thing, and never cause harm to other people. Rita thinks it is okay to scam her company because she sees Jay doing the same. However, instead of copying him, she should explain to Jay that he is wrong. People with integrity never give in to external pressure and influence, but always do the correct thing no matter how difficult it is. Here is an opportunity to practice making professional decisions based on organizational values and beliefs. Select a game mode. Help Gina make professional decisions by aligning herself to the values and beliefs of the organization she works for. Gina has just passed out of her training classes and has managed to get a job as a help desk representative at a local electronics store. Today is her first day at work. While getting ready in the morning, she picks up the reading material that was given to her at the time of selection and starts reading it aloud.
Here are some points that might be useful to me. Point number 1, shifts and timings should be strictly followed, and are non-negotiable, unless authorized by the store manager. 2, staff members are encouraged to work together, and build a sense of trust and dependability amongst each other. 3, products at the store must be handled with utmost care. No product is allowed to be taken outside the store for testing before purchase. 4, honesty and high standard of professional conduct are expected from all staff members while talking to customers or fellow employees. Fighting or loud behavior is strictly prohibited. And finally, special care must be taken at all times to keep the working area clean and clutter-free. Wow, that's quite a long list, but they are important points, I guess. Oh. No. I better start getting ready.
Gina quickly gets ready for her first day at work. By the time she is ready, Gina realizes that it's already time to leave home and catch the bus to work. But she finds herself a little hungry.
In all my excitement about my first day at work, I completely forgot about breakfast. But if I don't leave right now, I will miss the morning bus and may reach late to office. But I am going to be very hungry by afternoon if I skip breakfast. I'm confused. What should I do?
Help Gina identify the best thing to do in the given situation. Select the correct option and click Submit. Make breakfast at home and take the next bus to work, even if it means reaching office a little late. Leave to catch the bus for work, reach office on time, and eat something from the store canteen during her first tea break. Call your boss to inform that you are going to be 30 minutes late for office today, and ask for his permission. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. Make breakfast at home and take the next bus to work, even if it means reaching office a little late. Leave to catch the bus for work, reach office on time, and eat something from the store canteen during. Call your boss to inform that you are going to be 30 minutes late for office today, and ask for his permission. Make breakfast at home and take the next bus to work, even if it means reaching office a little late. Leave to catch the bus for work, reach office on time, and eat something from the store canteen during her first tea break. Gina reaches the store on time and sees her manager, Chris, standing around and supervising other employees of the store.
Good morning, sir.
Hi Gina, good morning. I see that you are punctual on your first day at work. That's a good start.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. You helped Gina correctly identify the best thing to do in the given situation. Punctuality is a sign of professionalism and is a must at any workplace. Being punctual helps you establish your reputation as a reliable and trustworthy employee. Irrespective of how good you may be in your work, if you are usually late to the office, you may end up ruining your reputation at your workplace. Arriving late is a way of saying that your own time is more valuable than the time of your colleagues and others who work in the same company. A simple delay from one employee can delay the work of many others. Therefore, it is critical to strictly follow schedules and office timings. Gina has now settled into her counter and has been helping customers get answers to their queries. She has also made friends with Sarah, who looks after the gift wrapping section. The gift wrapping section is right next to the help desk, where Gina works, thus making it easy for Gina and Sarah to have a conversation.
Sometimes, I stand here the whole day, without having even one customer ask for a gift wrap of his purchase. Today seems like one of those days.
Same here. There are not many people asking for help too. I expected my first day to be busier.
Well, it does get very busy when the store offers discounts, or when there is a sale.
Sarah and Gina continued to talk to each other when Sarah's phone starts ringing.
Excuse me, Gina. Give me one moment. Hello, yes, what? Really? I'm coming there right now. Gina, my mother slipped on the bathroom floor and has hurt herself. My neighbor just called from the hospital, she has been admitted there.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Can you please help the customers that come to my counter? I really need to visit the hospital.
Yes, of course, Sarah. Hope your mother is okay. Go quickly, and don't worry about your counter. I'll take care of it.
Thank you very much, Gina.
It's been a couple of hours since Sarah left for the hospital, and as expected, not a single customer has come to the gift wrapping counter yet.
It's time for my tea break. Oh wait. Sarah's break timings are different, and I'm supposed to attend to her counter as well. I don't know what to do. I really feel like having a nice cup of tea right now.
Help Gina identify the best thing to do in the given situation. Select the correct option and click Submit. Gina should try to find another employee to look after Sarah's section while she takes her tea break. Gina should go for a quick tea break, hoping that no customers seek help for gift wrapping during that time. Gina should postpone her tea break and attend to both the counters until Sarah returns from the hospital. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. Gina should try to find another employee to look after Sarah's section while she takes her tea break. Gina should go for a quick tea break, hoping that no customers seek help for gift wrapping during that time. Gina should postpone her tea break and attend to both the counters until Sarah returns from the hospital. Gina is standing behind the help desk while also keeping an eye over Sarah's gift wrapping counter. The manager, Chris, notices her not going for a break and comes over to talk to her.
Hello, Gina. Sarah just called me. Her mother is fine now, but she decided to take the day off and look after her at the hospital. She was especially grateful that you helped manage her counter when she really needed it.
Sarah had an emergency, sir. I'm sure she would have done the same for me.
Yes, of course. I also noticed that you didn't leave for your tea break. Instead, you decided to stay and work on Sarah's counter. That is very responsible of you, Gina. I'm glad to know that we can rely on you.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. You helped Gina correctly identify the best thing to do in the given situation. Taking steps to make sure that you don't break your promise or commitment makes you not only reliable, but also shows that you're responsible. Responsible people have the ability to respond appropriately to any situation. They can be easily relied on for completing any job without the need of constant monitoring. If you are responsible, you wouldn't hesitate to take ownership of your work or duties. Therefore, always ensure that you keep your word and honor your promises. If someone needs a favor or asks something, and you cannot help them, it is always better to politely say no. It is a very bad thing to say yes, and then break people's trust and ruin their day. This makes you seem unreliable and irresponsible. It's late in the evening, and there is about an hour left before the store closes. Gina is standing behind the help desk assisting people when a customer, Neil, approaches her desk. Gina can see that he is very irritated about something.
I bought this laptop only a week ago, and it has suddenly stopped working. For some reason, it keeps shutting down.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience, sir. May I have a look at it to see what the problem is?
Okay.
Upon closer inspection of the serial numbers, Gina realizes that this batch of laptops has actually been recalled by the company due to a technical fault in the design.
Sir, can you please give me a moment to verify some details with our technical expert?
Okay, but please make it fast. I've already lost the entire day traveling to your store.
Thank you, sir. I understand. It'll only take a moment.
Gina calls the technical expert at store, who verifies that this laptop has a heating issue which results in its sudden shutdowns. It is for this reason that the entire batch of these laptops was recalled by the company.
What should I do? If I tell the customer that the laptop is defective, we will have to refund him the money. On the other hand, if I just tell him that his laptop needs to be serviced, we won't have to return him any money. Also, this way we can take more money from this customer for servicing and repairs.
Help Gina identify the best way to respond in the given situation. Select the correct option and click Submit. Gina should ask her store manager, Chris, to handle this situation, because she is finding it difficult to manage it on her own. Gina should avoid telling the customer about the fault in the laptop, and instead tell him that the laptop needs to be serviced. Gina should tell the customer that he will be given a refund because the laptop is faulty and the entire batch has been recalled by the company. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. Gina should ask her store manager, Chris, to handle this situation, because she is finding it difficult to manage it on her own. Gina should avoid telling the customer about the fault in the laptop, and instead tell him that the laptop needs to be serviced. Gina should tell the customer that he will be given a refund because the laptop is faulty and the entire batch has been. Gina should avoid telling the customer about the fault in the laptop, and instead tell him that the laptop needs to be serviced. Gina should tell the customer that he will be given a refund because the laptop is faulty and the entire batch has been recalled by the company. Gina should ask her store manager, Chris, to handle this situation, because she is finding it difficult to manage it on her own. Gina tells the customer that this particular batch of laptops has been recalled and discontinued by the manufacturers due to a technical fault. The customer is quite shocked at hearing this.
If that's the case, why did you sell it to me?
Sir, the recall order from the manufacturer was given after you bought the laptop from us. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been sold to you. We will give you a refund for this laptop.
All right.
Well done. You helped Gina correctly identify the best way to respond in the given situation. Honesty is one of the most important values employers look for when hiring new people. Being honest implies self-accountability and responsibility. It means taking ownership of the situation and handling it effectively. Many a times, speaking the truth may cause inconvenience to begin with, but it also presents the opportunity to find an appropriate solution for the problem. When you are honest, your colleagues and customers respect you for it and trust your opinion.
I really appreciate the honesty and integrity of the employees of this store. I will definitely come back again.
Thank you so much, sir. We will look forward to your visit to our store again. Great job, Gina. I am really proud of you. You ensured today that you are a punctual, reliable, responsible, and honest employee. We are glad to have you as part of our team.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. You successfully helped Gina take professional decisions by aligning herself to the values and beliefs of the organization she works for. Now try applying your skills in another situation. Help Dan make professional decisions by aligning himself to the values and beliefs of the organization he works for. Meet Dan. He works as a salesman for a well-known pharmaceutical company that has a big office in town. This morning, the bosses have called everyone into the conference room, where 3 senior staff members are getting recognized for their valuable work in remote areas of the nation.
Our company has just received an award for our groundwork in remote areas of the state. We have been able to achieve this success because
the meeting has come to an end, but many employees are still talking about it amongst themselves, and so are Dan and his friend, Sid.
Many people in the industry take the assignments at remote locations as a holiday. They just waste their time and lie about things. But our leaders are different. They gave it their everything and made the company so proud.
That's true, and it feels so good to see such great work being recognized.
Dan's boss, Ryan, walks over to Dan and starts a conversation.
Dan, can I have a word with you for a moment?
Sure, sir.
We've had a few absentees today, and we have a lot of work piling up already. Do you remember Rita? She worked in the same sales team as you last month.
Yes, sir. I remember Rita. Is she absent today?
Yes, and we had some really important work planned for her today. Is it possible for you to complete some of her tasks?
Rita has always been very strict towards me, and many others in the office. Although her work is perfect, but it doesn't give her the right to be so bossy all the time.
Dan remembers Rita as being very bossy and strict. She often gets into arguments, but her performance has always been slightly better than him. Perhaps Dan is just a little jealous of Rita's success? What should Dan do in the given situation? Select the correct option and click Submit. This is an opportunity to get back at Rita, because she is strict and unforgiving. Dan should make an excuse and refuse to do Rita's tasks. This is an opportunity to ensure that the organization's work doesn't suffer because of an employee's absence. Dan should complete Rita's tasks and do them well. This is an opportunity to spoil Rita's performance and get ahead of her. Dan should agree to do the tasks, but then try to create more problems for Rita. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. This is an opportunity to get back at Rita, because she is strict and unforgiving. Dan should make an excuse and refuse to do Rita's tasks. This is an opportunity to ensure that the organization's work doesn't suffer because of an employee's absence. Dan should complete Rita's tasks and do them well. This is an opportunity to spoil Rita's performance and get ahead of her. Dan should agree to do the tasks, but then try to create more problems for Rita.
Hello, Rita.
Hi Dan, I just heard that you agreed to do some of my tasks. I am unable to come today, and I really appreciate what you are doing. Thank you. I admire your empathy towards your peers. I will make sure to step in and return the favor whenever you need.
Thank you so much, Rita, but I am just doing my job.
Oh, I forgot to mention that Ryan was really praising you and said that it's good to have reliable people like Dan in the team.
Wow. I am so glad to hear that.
Yes, you must feel proud of yourself. Thank you, Dan.
It's lunchtime and Dan has come out with his colleague Sid to the office canteen. This is the time when they get to talk about something other than work and catch up with each other. But just as they pick up their plates and start serving themselves, Dan gets a call from one of Rita's important customers, Sarah. Sarah owns a pharmacy and regularly buys medicines directly from the company. This week she has had to double the stock of medicines in her shop due to a steep increase in demand.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I usually speak to Rita about my purchase orders, but I was told that she is not available, and that you can help me with my purchase order today.
That's right. I'm Dan, and I'm filling in for Rita today.
Okay, I need to place a large order for medicines, but I'll need a little help at the storage facility to take stock and shortlist what we need.
Sure, I can do that. What time should I come to the storage facility?
I was hoping you would come immediately. Actually, I have a flight to catch in a couple of hours, and I'd like to place the order before I leave.
It's been quite a busy day already, and Dan hasn't even had lunch yet. What should Dan do in the given situation? Select the correct option and click Submit. Remind Sarah that it's lunchtime and ask her to call him later, because he is on a lunch break. Ask Sarah to do the work herself and send the requirement in email to save time and effort. Leave for the storage facility right away to help Sarah prepare the purchase order and have lunch later. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. Leave for the storage facility right away to help Sarah prepare the purchase order and have lunch later.
I have given my purchase order to Dan. However, I felt bad about asking him to come urgently during lunch. It was very kind of him, and he was of great help. I must add that employees, with a flexible attitude are assets for a company. The willingness and ability to readily respond to sudden changes or expectations in the workplace by being flexible is worth a lot.
I agree, Sarah.
Dan is now back at the office after. Meanwhile, Sid sees Dan. While Dan looks at Rita's sales records, feeling jealous of her sales numbers, Sid makes a plan to help his friend out in this situation.
I can see that you're really feeling bad about it. I think I can help you.
What? Really?
Don't tell this to anyone, but I think I know a way to improve your overall numbers.
How?
You can change your sales numbers on your quarterly report. All you have to do is erase the original sales numbers and rewrite some of them to show an overall increase in sales. This way the gap between Rita's sales and yours will not be too much, and the bosses will never notice the changes, as they are too busy to go through the full report.
What do you think Dan should do in the given situation? Select the correct option and click Submit. Dan should decrease the numbers in Rita's report, instead of inflating his own sales numbers. Dan should increase the sales numbers in his report and leave Rita's report as is. Dan shouldn't make any changes in the sales numbers, and show what he has actually achieved. Click the audio icons to listen to the options again. Dan should decrease the numbers in Rita's report, instead of inflating his own sales numbers. Dan should increase the sales numbers in his report and leave Rita's report as is. Dan shouldn't make any changes in the sales numbers, and show what he has actually achieved.
No, Sid. This isn't right. I can't falsify either my numbers or Rita's sales numbers. It'll be against moral and ethical principles. Integrity is one of the key values that employers seek in their employees. I will show the correct numbers and see what Ryan has to say about it.
While Dan is fearing the worst, he doesn't realize that Ryan has had plenty of experience dealing with low sales numbers and is not particularly angry with him.
Thank you for the report, Dan. Your performance is not the best, but you're hardworking and I see it every day. I'll help you do better.
After receiving the reports, Ryan invites several seniors to go through the reports and help talk to Dan about ways to improve his performance.
We've gone over the reports thoroughly, and there are several areas where we can help Dan improve his performance. To begin with, he would need us to invest in a few training sessions for him to improve his sales methods.
Yes, but first, we need to know if we're investing in the right person. Let's call him inside.
Dan is asked to come to the meeting room. He finds himself surrounded by Ryan and a few seniors who are paying close attention to the reports. Ryan wastes no time and asks him a question straight away.
We've gone through the reports, Dan. Firstly, can you tell us why you think your performance is lacking?
Dan feels nervous facing Ryan and all the seniors in the room. He knows that he can do much better and wants them to keep faith in him. How should Dan respond to the question? Select the correct option and click Submit.
My performance is lacking because I don't have the right customers. If you can help me get some good and loyal customers, I can assure you my performance will be better. My performance is lacking because I got busy doing Rita's tasks when she was absent. I spent so much time doing her tasks that I was unable to complete my own tasks on time. My performance is lacking because of my own shortcomings. I do not have the experience in dealing with large quantities of sales yet, but I am committed to work on my limitations and prove that I can do better.
Click the audio icons to listen to the options again.
My performance is lacking because I don't have the right customers. If you can help me get some good and loyal customers, I can assure you my performance will be better. My performance is lacking because I got busy doing Rita's tasks when she was absent. I spent so much time doing her tasks that I was unable to complete my own tasks on time. My performance is lacking because of my own shortcomings. I do not have the experience in dealing with large quantities of sales yet, but I am committed to work on my limitations and prove that I can do better. My performance is lacking because I got busy doing Rita's tasks when she was absent.
I am glad that you have accepted your shortcomings, Dan. This shows me that you own up to your mistakes, and are willing to work on them. Accountability in the workplace is linked directly to better performance. It is essentially about ownership and taking initiative for your own success, as well as that of the company.
Congratulations! You successfully helped Dan take professional decisions by aligning himself to the values and beliefs of the organization he works for. This section includes resources that will help to understand the topic. Click the Start button to begin.
Click on each resource link to discover more. Click on each resource link to discover more. Click on each resource link to discover more.